Looks live. Slav's over there. Let's see here.
My eyeballs.
Oh, well. Let's see here.
With your eyes.
I know. I look
so
like.
pretty.
Ooh,
I look like a cyborg.
Yeah, it's you gotta turn that. Ooh, we're good. We're good. Bear with us, guys. Bear with us. We are.
We're new to this.
We are trying to
Be gentle.
fix the camera. As you can see, Slav is a man in the camera.
You can't see him, but he's back there.
Oh, it's good to see. I can see you guys though. So that's a good start. We're getting there. Let's see here. We can definitely see all of the functions on the camera, Slav.
Right?
Yeah, we're looking pretty terrible.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we look very robotronic.
Robotronic.
Black Panther is also looking a little.
And everyone can see that too.
Yeah. Hey guys, let us know. This is the first time we're going live with this setup.
How sparkly does Tom look?
Yeah. Are you seeing all of the tracking?
The comics back here.
What does it look like?
I look fine.
Yeah, we want to know what how do we look before we get rolling on this?
Can you hear us?
They say it's fine.
It's fine.
Tom looks like a demon.
Is that
right.
normal?
That is not. That is yeah. It's a funky blue. Yeah, it's happening. It's definitely happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you said you just didn't touch anything.
yeah, I didn't touch it, and it went away eventually.
Tom looks cosmic. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Can you flip the screen, Slav? Maybe it's a setting on there. Just like flip it around.
I do have devil eyes.
Let's see how that goes.
I think I'm just not gonna touch anything, and
maybe it'll just go away after a little bit. Let's see here. Bear with us. Oh, that was it. What you just did worked.
Whatever you did.
Oh, is the focus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So one thing we got to do is you got to stop looking there, Ryan. You got to look over there. All right, Comic Fam. Thank you so much for joining us. This is long overdue. What do you say, Ryan?
Yes, this is long overdue.
Ooh, it is so long. And that's what she said. So we're
that out of the way.
I know. Let's just get that out of the way. So we're live with the Comic Fam, and I'm super stoked to have everybody here. We have a couple things planned today.
Yes.
The first thing we want to do is we want to give a shout out to our homie Slav behind the camera. Thank you so much for being here, Slav, saving the day. You know, sometimes troubleshooting is
there.
Oh, it's a thing, guys. It's a thing. It could be a nightmare. But with Slav here, it's so much easier.
This would not have worked.
Oh my gosh,
I wouldn't have known what to do.
So before you got here, Ryan, we were trying to figure out how we're going to troubleshoot. I'm going to be in New York this week,
right? Yeah,
and we have the top 10 list that has to come out. It has to, and in order for it to come out, it means that I'm going to have to script and film this in a hotel room on Friday with Jeff, who's brand new to the podcast, and we have to deliver some good content for the Comic Fam. So everything that you're doing, Slav, I can see you're doing it. And now I have a grid on the screen, by the way. You had it. We had it before. Now we have a grid.
You still have it now?
Yep,
grid
still have a grid.
lines.
Whatever you did, added a grid to it. Bear with us, guys. That's good. Nope, that's not.
It's also reversed.
Yeah,
Is that an issue?
No, it's okay if it's reversed, but there's definitely a grid on the screen.
All the camera settings.
Yeah. Oh, you had it before. What happened?
How come it disappears and then it doesn't?
It's so weird. Bear with us, guys. We don't want it to be on a grid on the screen the whole time.
Although we are following the rule of thirds pretty well.
That was it. Whatever you just did.
What? I just went to the menu.
Yeah. Oh, I guess when the menu comes up.
We'll keep the menu up the whole time.
I like how the menu's in it's in Russian. And the fam can see all the behind the scenes now. All the functions. I like it. Ooh.
It is super reversed. This hurts my brain trying to read that.
Yeah. At least the chat isn't reversed. So
we can read what you are all saying.
Thank you so much, guys. It's good seeing us, everyone in the chat. I guess what we can do while we fix this. Oh, hey, nope. It was gone and then now it's back.
It looks beautiful though.
Yeah, it does. I mean, at least we look good, except for that it looks terrible. But let's see here. It's all good, man. This is just how it goes. It's just goes. I mean,
Roll
JD
with
says
wind.
absolutely excited for this.
See,
I mean, I'm happy that they're excited for the
This-
troubleshooting
this is
because this is gonna be an
exciting.
hour of troubleshooting here. This is what we're I told you. This is what you should have been planned for on your Sunday night, to chill with us as we figure out how to set this process up going forward, because we want to do this every week for you guys. And as soon as we get the menu off the screen and you can see us, we will be right back to it.
After this commercial break.
After the commercial break. Slav, I think if you leave it up, it'll just disappear after a while.
Okay, I'll
Just leave it. All right, bear with us, guys. It may just be a time thing, an autofocus thing. So hopefully it'll disappear in a little bit.
I'm learning so much just
I
looking at all
know.
these things on screen right now, though.
Oh, it's killing me. I'm dying inside every second that goes by. It's okay though.
Are we all?
We're just a little bit.
Okay, I'm not streaming.
All right, you gotta leave it alone. Let's see how this works. I'm thinking that it's a time thing. Maybe it'll set itself up. So bear with us, guys. There's gonna be a grid on the screen for a little bit.
Courtney says you look like Dexter.
Oh,
I feel like that needs to be shouted out.
I kind of like that because I got
Long
some pink pants, and
Yeah.
he wore pink pants.
Here. So I don't get murdered.
Yeah. Oh, this is rough, man. This is rough. What happened? It was you hit the focus and it was working, and then when we messed with the focus again or something, nope, that got rid of the blue, but we got nothing. Oh, kills me, man. All right.
Crosshairs on your foreheads.
All right. Screw it. Right.
That's where to aim. Right where it's shiniest.
What happens if we record? What happens? You know?
I don't know. I'll try it. No, that didn't work.
Hi, Bueller. I saw you in the chat.
Oh my gosh.
There
Did we
go.
just get our first super chat?
Slav got his first.
Yeah, Slav got his first super. Hey, for $2 for the camera guy, Slav, they're appreciating your help right now. Hey, shout out to Corey. That's our first super chat. Oh my goodness, that's humbling. Thank you so much. Bear with us, guys. This is what it's about, you know. We're gonna get through this together.
Look at all these camera settings.
I know, right? This is what it's like, though, guys. This is what you guys don't see.
Super grid.
Hey, shout out to Comic Book NYC for. Hey, that's to Slav again. $1.99. Slav, no pressure, man.
See, some people are saying we look good and everything looks fine, and then other people are getting what we're getting.
Interesting. Hey, Gray, thank you so much. Appreciate your help, and thank you so much for the super chat, Gray. Okay, I'm. Do me a favor, guys. What are you seeing on the screen? We'd love to know what you guys see, and hopefully between now and the next time we do this, we can figure out how to troubleshoot this issue. It was working when I went to. Doom says CGC is a scam. $2 though. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I'm assuming that we can figure this out going forward and not have a grid on the screen.
Nope. Still.
It's interesting because as he messes with stuff, the grid disappears, and then all right. I think Slav, you just got to leave it. I just leave it. Let's just do it with the grid on the screen. Do it with the grid on the screen. Hopefully, it just turns off, and we'll go from there. Because
we'll do it live.
No, people don't see that it's okay. They're just saying that they don't mind the grid. Okay. Well, that's a bummer.
It's like watching us through a window.
The second camera.
Thank you, Josh.
That one.
Yeah, I'll just find here.
Okay.
We love you.
All right, guys. I'm pretty sure when I did this podcast with Gem Mint, I was trying to mess with the grid for like a couple minutes and it disappeared. I hope that that's what happens. But you know what? Joshua Sanders, thank you so much for the super chat. And we're going to just jump into what we have to do today.
Let's jump.
Bear with us. This is the first time it's happened. We had a whole podcast planned out. And unfortunately, you know, this is how it rolls. We're just going to keep on trucking through. Slav's over there helping out, trying to test out another camera. Maybe we'll get this fixed, but maybe not. Otherwise, bear with us. We apologize. We're just going to jump into it. Ryan.
I'm just looking at all the new covers over here.
I know. It's okay, man. We got new covers all around the area here. I had this idea that we need to get right away all my favorite comic books. Oh, yes. We have no grid. Slav, no grid. Woo! We have no grid. Okay, so
Yippee!
basically this is what it means, Ryan. This is what we got to do. This is what we have to do. There's going to be a grid on the screen for like a couple seconds.
10 minutes.
And then it just goes away. So we're good.
Yep.
All right. So, all right, everybody. Everyone, I want to see some shout outs to Slav. Thank you so much for helping out. Getting rid of the blue, getting rid of the grid. Shout out to Slav, the best freaking editor. So first off, I want to, we have an agenda today. So let's get it rolling.
Yep.
Okay. Holy smokes. Shout out to 191 people currently on the feed right now.
That's-
Holy smokes.
That's the
That
whole
was,
thing.
guys, I didn't do a thumbnail for this. We didn't,
All we've been doing is tinkering with the grid.
We've been tinkering with the grid. Comics with Bueller just said, oh my gosh, Comics with Bueller's Tom and Ryan and Slav, you guys rock. A $10.
You rock.
Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Okay, so thank you so much. We have a little bit of a show for you today. We're only going to be on the mic for, I think the plan is 45 minutes or so, maybe an hour. We'll see how this goes, but we're going to jump into a couple things. We have a couple things planned. We're going to break in between our sections so that we can do some community outreach and talk to the feed. As super, obviously if super chats come in, we're going to acknowledge that, because if you're going to pay, oh my gosh, we got to acknowledge you. That's humbling. You don't need to do that. We do appreciate you, but you know what? That kind of money is going to definitely go towards the production. It's going to make it so that we can pay for Slav to be here to freaking get rid of the damn grid that just randomly goes up on the screen. But you know what? Thank you so much to all of our followers and our supporters. It's been insane. The support's been crazy. But first, let's jump into it, Ryan.
Do it. What are we jumping into?
I want to talk about Joker.
Okay.
I want to talk about Joker. I want to talk about this new movie that's coming out. I want to talk about the rumors of all these DC movies, and I want to just
let's talk DC movies.
I want to talk about DC because there is confusion in the industry right now. All right, this is something we just I want to hammer out because I know what's going on. I think that this is cause for speculation. This relates to the comic book industry right out the gate. So let's just jump into it. I want to know your thoughts on the origin movie that is currently in the works. We're seeing things.
I'm sold.
You're sold.
I'm sold.
All right. So tell us, who is the Joker? What have you seen? What are your thoughts? And what do you think so far of the community reaction?
Nobody's seen much of anything, right? There's been that weird test footage that came out last week. And I think a couple of still screenshots that people have taken on the set of Mr. Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes,
as
Joaquin.
the Joker.
All right. And so far we see his makeup. We see him. It's very, very sad clown looking. We don't know the direction of this Joker. Each Joker has been its own unique take, but we don't know much. But what we do know is that Jared Leto, we haven't heard of him, being released of this role.
This Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie is a standalone movie. So he will not be showing up to fight Ben Affleck or, the Justice League or anything like that. This is a standalone Joker origin movie.
Exactly.
I think that gives it a lot of freedom that all these other movies don't have.
Yes. So this is a little bit of a theory that I've been developing, but this is something that's definitely in the community. It's been talked about a lot, and I think this is what's happening. And I honestly think that this puts the potential on the table for DC to come back, for us to see something change and huge spikes in what could be a number of comic books. DC has been, ever since Marvel took over and they started to release movies and creating this MCU universe, a shared universe between their movies, DC has been playing catch up.
Big time. Yes.
Big time. And right out the gate, what they were going to do is try to create their own DC universe. And that's what you would expect them to do, right? Because their competition's doing it. They're finding success. Why wouldn't they do that? Unfortunately, they can't. They have not been able to do it. They've essentially wasted upwards of, we're going to be going on a decade now, filled with movies that have failed.
Or very, very minimal success. Nowhere near the level of Marvel's worst movies, I would say.
Exactly. Very few that have succeeded. And the grid's back because Slav, you're messing with the camera. We had the grid gone. Hold on. Slav, you got to give me a signal when you start messing with it, because immediately everything you're doing shows up on the screen.
It's all right. It's just blocking my face.
It's okay. It's just Ryan's face.
Just Ryan.
But just give me
doing a favor for everyone.
Oh, grid line. Slav coming in with the win, fixing it permanently. Air high five, brother. Boom.
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, see, now you can screw with it, which is the whole point. Okay.
Whoa.
All right. Well, now we have a cameraman behind. This is
exciting.
that's what that means. All right.
This
it means
never
that-
happens.
Yeah, we actually have someone behind the camera. So back to what we were saying. All right, let's get back into it. Now that we have the camera fixed, shout out Slav. It was all those super chat donations. It gave him some
That's it.
some
It's like spinach.
yeah, it's like
over the internet.
spinach. Boom. Right. Ejected him. It's good.
That's it.
Or no, wait. Yes, it works. Right. Slav
That's
Slav gets it. Okay, so what's happening now? They screwed up
Yep.
because they weren't able to put a movie. They tried to do it too quick. They tried to do it too large, like too rambosed. And the big problem that they had with this is that DC, and this is something since the beginning that they had a challenge with, is that DC characters are too powerful. Okay. They're just too, it's a challenge.
All right.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge that DC's had since the beginning. I'm talking early comic book days. How do you have a story about Flash
You can do it.
when,
You can do it.
I mean, you can.
There's ways
I'm not
to do
saying
it.
you can do it. I'm not saying you can't do it, but there's a reason why they haven't been able to bring it to the screen, haven't been good, because their route has been Transformers.
They've been trying to copy what the other guys are doing,
And
and
they
the other
cannot,
guys
and
have
they
a different. Yeah.
and they can't do it. What was your least favorite DCU film?
Suicide Squad for sure.
Right?
Right.
And
Hands
what
down.
and Suicide Squad. I'm glad you said that, because Suicide Squad was the film that they were going to use as their stepping stool to open up this world. They introduced how many new
tried.
characters? They
Yeah.
had the Joker, they had Harley Quinn breaking
Batman.
out, Batman, everybody was in this movie,
Yep.
and it failed. And it failed for a lot of reasons, but what it did do is it put them in a position to make a decision. Do they continue with this route and have like 1/3, if not 1/4 of their movies tank as their record is like slowly becoming? Or do they do what they did in comics?
That's what I'm thinking. They need to do exactly what made them good in comics: is standalone, out of continuity stories like Killing Joke. Which is
Like a Joker solo movie?
interesting. I wonder if they're going to be using that
So-
in this film.
So that's my point. There's people who are super cautious about this. They don't like it. They're worried about what's going to happen. They're not sold on what the Joker looks like. They're not sold on the fact that this is another Joker. How is this going to make sense with all the other movies? Well, the fact is that it doesn't need to make sense. The
Nope.
fact is that this right here is an opportunity for DC to do something that is completely different, a standoff, a one-off show, a
That's how
one-off
they
movie.
should be doing it.
We are looking at what could be a future where we have 3-4 different Jokers all on the screen at the same damn time. Separate movies, different. I mean, anybody can play Joker now.
Mhm.
This is DC has an opportunity now to make films for the comic fans, for those who just want a standalone Flash movie that is going to make sense only in that movie that you were kind of alluding to. You can do it, but you may not be able to do it with Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Ben Affleck, and all these people. It hasn't worked thus far.
Depends on your script.
It depends on
Depends
your
on
script.
who you've got in charge. They put Zack Snyder in charge of a lot of these DC films, and he has a very particular niche, and that's glorious slow-mo action shots. He composes shots very well. They look beautiful. He kind of even copies comic book panels and covers directly. Like, he can construct a shot very well, but not much else.
Hasn't been going well for them.
No.
And I think it's because their focus is creating this world, this giant world to try to compete with Marvel. And it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And at this point, I don't think the money's there. Now, something that I've noticed, and this is also starting to become it's people speculate that this is happening, but it's not even a speculation because this is just what DC does. Marvel, when they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it. They were talking about Miss Marvel years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago, they're talking about Miss Marvel. They're talking about Ant-Man years before Ant-Man was hitting the screen. They were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy years
True.
before. They were talking about Thanos. They knew it was going to be Thanos way back when. Like, how long were we waiting for Thanos to hit the screen?
Exactly.
This stuff is planned out. When they leak something, it's already being done. DC does not do that. DC does something completely different. They actually do the opposite of that. They like rumors out. They actually like to see the crowd response. Do you really think oh my gosh, someone leaked Jared Leto's tattoos and Suicide Squad. Nobody leaked that crap. No one leaks anything. Like this is, guys, in Chicago, when I went to go see Dark Knight Metal and like the announcement of what Metal was in 2000 and this would have been 16, 16, 17.
The event was in 17.
It was in 17. So yeah, 2016 when I went to Chicago, I was in the Marvel room, and this was 16 because this was when Inhumans was. Like they were like, oh, we're gonna show you guys the preview of Inhumans. They had security guards walking the aisles, kicking people out. Press weren't allowed in the room, and we're in rooms at like Chicago Comic-Con where with a bunch of dealers. Like who's really like, oh my gosh, oh, we're gonna get the inside scoop on Inhumans and Inhumans. And by the way, the show like totally tanked, but like it was like. They had their hand on it. Like they were not going to let information get out. They were going to make sure that this was secret. DC, this stuff's all planned out. They're making leaks. How many times have we heard of a Birds of Prey movie?
Right. A lot.
At least twice a year, I've heard a Batgirl movie. These types of rumors, these types of rumors are happening with purpose. They're happening because they want to see the crowd reaction. Okay. So right now we have a Birds of Prey movie that has been shelved again. If you didn't know it was shelved, it's probably because it was shelved like 6 months ago, and then it came right back off the shelf. And then we went right back to the shelf and it's there again. And then it came back off. And now they're saying, oh, no, it's not Birds of Prey. We're doing a Jared Leto and Harley, like romantic, funny, like love / like, villain anti-hero movie.
They just casted Huntress though. I'm pretty sure Birds of Prey is a thing still.
It's going
They've gone back and forth so many times that it's super confusing.
It's because they're wanting to know what's landing. And right now, with this introduction to a solo movie out of this universe that they've created, it's going to offer them an opportunity to do a lot more things. Now,
Marvel could never do that either.
No, Marvel, they're done. This Marvel, and you wouldn't want Marvel to do that because that is like legit. That is Marvel.
You can't do an out of continuity like Iron Man movie starring somebody else that doesn't tie into anything else. That would not well for them.
Marvel, that's how they became successful in the first place in the Silver Age, is by creating this world that everything interlocks. It's like it's not just their staple, it's like what they're proud of. DC, think of Elseworlds.
Right?
Their best stories, like literally their best stories.
Yeah.
So this is what I think we're about to see happen. And I'm going to call it now on our first live stream. I think DC is going to put this Joker film out. I think that we all should be extremely excited about it, regardless of who's playing Joker, regardless of if it's going to land or not, because what's going to happen, I bet this movie is going to do better than Suicide Squad. I think there's going to be more excitement around this movie than like a Cyborg movie. Suicide Squad. You like for real? Like legit, Cyborg was going to get a movie. Like if you guys want to see DC in theaters, you want to see these blockbuster movies to the extent of where they're like, where it actually causes more stuff to happen in the industry, where we get more comics and we get more movies, we have to see some success. And I think this is the only way they can do it. They go Elseworlds on us. We start getting standalone movies. I want to see Batman fighting Jack the Ripper.
Right.
I want to see Gotham by Gaslight.
So cool.
I want to see
Red Sun.
Just gonna say Red Sun. I was just gonna say how could they do Red Sun? They will never do Red Sun unless they go elsewhere
anyway.
So now I'm saying this because as far as the speculation goes, as soon that we are already we got 1 foot into out of continuity movies. Okay. We're 1 foot in. Imagine when they take another step and another step and another step, and we're getting all kinds of out of canon, just standalone movies that are just brilliant. It takes one. It's going to take one to land, and they're going to want to do it more. And now we're looking at a ton of comic books that have amazing storylines, and we're going to have an opportunity to see those comic books spike and cause a ripple in the whole community. And I think we are right now seeing this starting, like just starting now to happen. DC's already having luck doing that with their animated series. Why not bring that to cinema?
People enjoy them,
It's just better.
Doesn't make any sense.
If they focus on storytelling, they will do better.
Just need to get the right person in charge and pick the right stories. It's a two-part process.
All right. So that's what I have to say about that. I'm excited about this movie. I think that there's an opportunity for DC to do more things. I think that we need to be keeping an eye on different stories that we think could be brought to cinema and be really good and that would sell theaters out. We say this regularly. They can't make how did they screw up Batman? How did they screw up Superman? Like, if you're screwing those up, you're not going to have success with anything else. You're not going to make a Cyborg movie good. No one wants to see a Flash movie if this is what you're doing. I mean, if Wonder Woman's the only thing that's actually doing well, I mean, Aquaman, I hope it's good. I really do, but
it's going to be shaky, I think, the reception. I don't think people are going to be lining up around.
Well, tell me this. Do you think it's going to be, do you think that Aquaman has a better opportunity than Venom?
Ooh, that's a tough question. That is a really good question.
Because I think that I'm not as optimistic about Venom as a lot of people are.
Yeah, me neither.
And I'm less optimistic about Aquaman.
It's just a question of which one is going to be less popular.
Yes.
That's a scary conversation.
So that's kind of my opinion on what we have in front of us with DC. I think there's a lot of opportunity. We need to be watching these Elseworld storylines. We need to be just really looking at all of the opportunity that DC has because of strong storytelling. If we focus on strong storytelling and our speculation on what could be good, we may have some books to be hunting for.
Oh yeah, always.
And stocking up on, making content around.
That's the important part.
You know,
for us anyway.
I know. That's what we're doing. Carlito Classico, super chatting $5. Thank you so much, my friend. We do appreciate you. Thank you so much. So as far as it goes, I'm optimistic. I'm excited to see these kind of changes. I don't mind going to see multiple Jokers on the screen, different timelines, different universes. It's all good. More the merrier, and I'm stoked about that. So let's move on to our second topic here. I want to talk to you, Ryan.
Yes.
About the Spider-Man game. Because we started this podcast back in February.
We did.
We pumped out our first couple of videos by March.
Yep.
We started doing this consistently by April. And I think by May, you had started your YouTube channel and started telling me that you were going to start live streaming Spider-Man on your YouTube channel because you were so stoked about this movie or about this game.
Yes.
What are your first impressions? How far are you into it? Have you beaten it yet? No spoilers for any of you who have already read it, who have already played the game, but I want to know your take on the game and your thoughts.
I'm taking it very, very, very slowly, slower than I would like even, because I have committed to playing this game on camera, and I'm trying to do it in like 1 hour bursts. So I think that's a good format. I don't know if people want to watch for an hour or even more than that, but anyway, 1 hour bursts, and I'm done like 7 hours at this rate. So I'm not even that far into that. I don't know that many spoilers, so I'm not going to be spoiling anything. Just worried about the chat spoiling things.
Well, okay. So tell me, like, how's it going? Like, what's the game about?
Oh, it's so fun. It is a standalone universe, just like we were just talking about, like an Elseworlds Marvel story about. The game starts like 8 years after he becomes Spider-Man. So, like, Norman Osborn is the mayor. Kingpin is an established criminal, and they've got like an 8-year beef, Spidey and Kingpin, and the whole game starts with a Kingpin confrontation, which I didn't see coming, but I'm enjoying every single step of it and every single swing of it because it is so fun to swing around in that game.
What villains have you come across so far?
Oh man, there's been quite a few, a lot more than I was expecting actually. I've played a lot of Spider-Man games over the years, and they kind of tend to, like the movies, focus around one or maybe two villains. But this one has been throwing a lot at me, and I'm only 7 hours in. I've come up against Kingpin and Shocker. Norman Osborn is in the game. I'm assuming he's going to be, if he's not going to be a villain by the end of the plot of the first game, then there's going to be something set up eventually because he's too cool not to use. And he's portrayed very well in this game too as a shady politician instead of you kind of get hints of the unhinged madness that's lurking in the back of his mind, but not quite out in the open yet, you could say.
Shout out to Sam Stackhouse. He says, Sam Stackhouse. He says, you guys are awesome. I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Super chats. That's crazy. This is totally new to me, and I really do appreciate you guys doing that. That's just so humbling. on the note of the Spider-Man game, I did go out and pick me up this issue of Edge of Spider-Geddon #0, the video game variant, 1 in 25.
Okay.
You know, first appearance of Spider-Man from the Spider-Man 4 game. I'm super stoked about this book. It is very fine and near mint, and I think I'm going to get it graded.
It looks good. It's very
You know,
clean.
I have it.
Who drew that?
Oh, it's a good question. I'm not sure.
It looks like Cassidy, but
It could be. It's got that awesome negative space. I'll show it up on camera here. But this is a fun book to keep an eye out for, because this is the first appearance of Spider-Man from the game, and this would be one of the rarer variants from that run, specifically because of that. And some, video games, they cross over to comics pretty regularly, but when they do, and it's with a hit character, it causes them to be collector's items.
Oh, yeah.
So I always like to, video games in particular, I'll tend to invest in. As far as the comic books that come out from them, I think of like the Konami Hellboy variant.
Okay.
Right around the time Xbox 360 put out the Hellboy game, Konami put out a couple of video game variants, and that's a very rare Hellboy book. And then you also have like Mortal Kombat has a bunch of random video game comic books that are low print that were mostly given away, or they were really read out because they were sold not to collectors, but they were sold to video game enthusiasts. And they guide for like ridiculously well. So whenever there are video games that come out, I pay special attention to how those comic books are affected in the market. If there are, depending on how scarce they are, if they're putting out a huge print count of something super popular like Overwatch or something like that, it's probably not going to be something popping. But when Spider-Man 4 gets the hype that it did, I had to go pick this up on my recent Wednesday trip. I got this at Comic Dungeon over in Seattle. Really cool little shop. It's actually a nonprofit. Yeah, and it's really cool. They put all their the owner puts like I believe all of their, it's nonprofit, so the profits that they do make, like they give it back to the community and stuff. I know they took like a bunch of kids to see Black Panther last year, like something like 40 or 50 kids to go see a movie, in the city and stuff. So it's really cool. But anyways, yeah, Spider-Geddon 0 was on my pickup list, and I feel like this would be actually a good time for us to transition to what we picked up this week. Ryan, you helped me pick out a bunch of these comic books. My stack of books is pretty large every month, but we did get a few good ones here that I'm excited about, because we're going to be, I'm going to be in New York. You're not, I wish you were coming with me, my man, but this all happened last minute.
Notice.
It all happened last minute. But I'm going to be in New York. Hitting up New York City Comic Con. I have a handful of books that I'm going to be bringing to get signed, to get graded. I'm super stoked about it. And we're going to go through some of our recent pickups this week. The first one I have, something that I know you read early on, my brother. Like this. I was
going to say, this does look familiar.
Look familiar, right?
Yeah.
We have Captain Marvel 25. This right here is the first Jim Starlin work. Boom. Take a look at that. It's an awesome book, and it needs to be pressed. Let's take it out. So the first thing I want to do, it's okay. I'm gonna press it. It needs to be clean. Oh, it's got some stuff on here. The first thing I want you to do, Ryan, we're gonna open this up. Smell it. It smells good, right?
Oh yes.
If you guys can smell it, if you guys can smell this through, it smells glorious. It smells glorious.
Smell-o-vision.
It's a great book. This is Captain Marvel 25. I'm going to see Jim Starlin this week, and I'm really hoping to have him to sign it. I'm going to get this cleaned up. This is going to be my personal copy, so I'm not as concerned about the grade on this guy. I'm super excited to meet him, and I have to meet him because I want to ask him about something else.
He was at Rose City, wasn't he?
He was, and I missed him.
We missed him. Hey.
Silver Surfer 34.
We should get that graded.
I'm going to get this graded and signed, but there's something in here that I want to chat with him about. The first thing is we got this book from Half Price Books for $1 because Mr. Fire Guy Ryan found it.
Spotted that. I forgot about that.
He found it in the dollar bin at Half Price Books. So you happen to pick up a VF near mint copy.
Of course I did.
Silver Surfer 34, for those of you who don't know how awesome this book is. Okay, this book is it's the return of Thanos.
Yep.
Okay, Thanos he was dead. All right. And until this book, you thought he was dead, and he gets resurrected by death in this book. This is a book called Even Demigods
Oh man,
Must Dream. Yeah, Even Demigods Must Dream.
how much does that bring you back?
It brings me back far, man.
That's the first podcast we ever did.
Our first
Yep.
podcast we ever did was and I don't think it was our first one we ever
Our
did.
first breakdown we did.
The
I
first
should say.
breakdown issue we ever did was this issue.
Mhm.
Silver Surfer 34. And one of the things that we asked, and we actually asked the question, God, this is
I haven't looked at this since then. That's weird.
oh man, it's weird to look at. I love it. This is such a good book. Okay.
Mhm.
So one of the things that we asked about Silver Surfer 34, we were like, if we had an opportunity to ask Jim, and I'm going to ask him this, is how did Silver Surfer like see the vision of Thanos in the first place?
That's a very good question.
That's
We were wondering
I
that.
want to know
Yep.
this. I want to know if Silver Surfer, if this is some type of power that he has. I want to know if death caused this to happen. Is this the universe that caused this to happen?
Right.
Did Thanos cause this to happen? How? I want to know, and I'm hoping Jim will answer. So I'm bringing the comic mostly to ask him that question, also to get him to sign it. So I got this in the pile.
Wonder if he's ever been asked that before.
I'm sure he has, man. He's probably
You
been
think?
asked everything. He has to be.
Hmm.
You'd think he would be.
How did you come up with Thanos? Like, someone's gonna ask that.
What's your favorite Marvel character to draw?
Yeah.
You know,
Next? Move along.
how much do you hate Marvel?
Yeah.
All right. All right. This next book, shout out to someone in the community. I believe his account is private on Instagram, so I'm not going to say any names, but this was a recent pickup this week. I actually met somebody at Mill Geek Comics, a fan of the show who
That's
had a
cool.
collection. He wanted to donate a number of things to the mystery mail call, which was really nice of him to do. But then he had this box of comics he wanted to sell, and I'm like, heck, man. You donate all this stuff. I'd be interested in buying some comics off you.
Sure.
And this book was in there. This is the first time I've ever owned this What If comic book. It has made the list multiple times. This is What If 105. What If starring Spider-Man, but it's a question mark because it's
Spider-Man?
Spider-Girl. What if Peter Parker was a female? And this actually marks the first appearance of Spider-Girl. It is lower grade, but I feel like this would be a good book to have right now.
Yeah.
It's made the top 10 list on CBSI's Hot 10 at least one time in the last month. And you know what? No, that's not true. It made it twice because week over week, it shot up even more. So this book is something I thought we should definitely pick up, possibly get it graded, possibly put it in the mail call. I don't know. But I had an opportunity to pick it up, so I had to get it. The next book we have is a Doom Patrol issue number 26.
I'm about to start this.
Boom.
I need to.
It's good, man.
I need more Morrison in my life.
Recent villain, first appearance, and I'm excited. And you know what? Grant Morrison, this is an affordable book. This is Doom Patrol number 26. Okay. And what's cool about this book, for one, for any of first off, the cover is awesome. And also like what's super dope about Doom Patrol and Grant Morrison is that it was this run that like really got Gerard Way into comic books.
Cool.
Gerard Way is obviously the front man of My Chemical Romance. I'm a huge MCR fan since like
They've grown
since
on me
high
over
school.
time.
Really good stuff, but they're not a band anymore. But he's now killing it in the comic game.
Yes, he is.
This guy is doing Umbrella Academy. He's doing multiple Marvel books. He's doing Doom Patrol. He's literally working for multiple publications, all doing an amazing work on all of them. And I've heard him talk about Doom Patrol. I've heard him talk about like this was his breakthrough into comics as far as like what got him into stuff. There's a really fun interview while he was making the footage for not footage. They were recording I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love, the first My Chemical Romance album. I think that's the name of it. I apologize if that's not the name, but it sounds like it's that. It's pretty close if that's not the name.
My brother will correct that.
Definitely. I know, right? Shout out.
Mhm.
But when recording the album, they did a little bit of a documentary, and in the documentary, they were joking about like, oh, let's like get all the band members to share their favorite superhero. Like they're just like, this is before they were famous. So like, they're just trying to get him to talk on the mic, and they went through everybody, and they did everybody but Gerard Way, and they kept him at the end. And when they went through one by one, they're like, oh, Batman because he has no powers. And then it's like, oh, Superman because he can fly. Oh, Spider-Man because it's like there's just very basic, generic, like, oh, you saw a movie, okay, cool, whatever.
You watched a cartoon once.
Gerard Way's like, oh, well, Grant Morrison's Doom Patrol run. It's life changing. It's just an amazing run.
Oh, that's
just
awesome.
and he just gets really into it. And you see somebody who's like is in his early 20s. He's hustling. He's just making music. He's before the fame, before like what is the cult of it's like love for this man as far as as far as like his impact to that type of music in like the early 2000s to now. And I mean that cult in a good way, like just like this strong following of people who just appreciate the art that this man creates. And yet Doom Patrol was a huge part of it. And he now works with Grant Morrison and he writes comic books with Marvel and Grant Morrison and DC and with Grant Morrison. And he talks about doing like a Batman run with Grant. And like, there's so much stuff to be said about Gerard Way. And he is an up and coming, like he's been doing it. He's been doing it kind of behind the scenes. He's got his name on a ton of different titles and, some of his stuff is getting popular, but you don't see his name like you see Donny Cates. You don't see his name like you see some of these other bigger writers. And he has stuff being written into canon and he is creating characters. I mean, there's stuff happening. Keep an eye out for Gerard Way. I think he's definitely going to end up being one of the greats long term. And we're going to be looking back at his portfolio of work going, wait a minute, this was the guy. Like there's going to be people in the future. They're going to go, wait a minute, this character and this blah, blah, blah. When they see Umbrella Academy on the screen, they're going to go, wait, Gerard Way did this? Yeah. And we're going to go, yeah, he's been doing this for like over 5 years.
Check it out.
Like welcome. Like, thanks for catching up. We have a couple super chats here. Thank you so much. We got to give a shout out to our people giving us some love, giving us some love so we can get this production. We can make sure the grade isn't on the screen, and upgrade our equipment and help just, support the podcast ever so strongly. So we got,
Fogarty
to 69, my brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Fern 82, my brother. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you. And I definitely see you in the comments regularly. I do appreciate all your support. He's a homie here. Unfortunately, I gotta go. I'll watch the rest later. Keep up the great work, guys. Heck yeah, Fern. And you know what? This is definitely something that I was anticipating happening. I knew that we would have a little bit of a troubleshooting issues here. Yep. I knew that we'd have to kind of get in the swing of things and figure out how this all works. This is the first time we've done a live chat. But ideally, I want to come into these conversations with a plan, a bit even more than we had right now.
Quite a bit more.
I want to go into these with maybe even a screen here, and we're going to be doing this live. I want this to be I want people who are going to spend their time watching us to leave this podcast with value, whether it be with just, entertaining value or speculation value, or, anything. Like we have so much opportunity. And if we do this every week, I think we can bring some value.
Practice makes perfect.
It does. And you know what, Fern 82, thank you so much. We do appreciate that. And you'll be able, ideally, I want you to not have to watch live, right? Because the last thing I want is for a live feed in the first 10, 15 minutes is us going, oh, what's going on? What I'd prefer is we hit live and we're going, we're dishing the info, we're in and out, and you're giving us, if you're giving us your time, it's there. And if you got to go, if you can't be on the chat, you can always join in later because it's going to be on YouTube forever.
Yep.
Right.
IG is only live for like a day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Comic Time 101.
Change of pace. Plug.
All right. So here we go. We have, this right here was my underrated variant of the pick for the week. Right. We have Batman Beyond issue number 24 with the variant. This right here, I posted this on Instagram. Okay. It's clean. Okay. Let's just take this cover in, please. Because this came out and it was not on anyone's radar. And shout out to Comics with Bueller. My homie's on the feed right now. He does a video every week showing off. He puts together, like, for real, he puts a lot of time into this video. Yeah. This is a video that highlights the 130, 150 new titles that are coming out that coming Wednesday. So you know what to go hunt for. Because if you didn't order these in advance, you're not going to get them. You have to go and hunt for them. You got to go to the stores and see if you can find them. And I saw this on that list and said, holy smokes, do you see that rain? Like, do you see the rain on this cover? This is gorgeous. This is an amazing book. It's so slick. It's near virgin cover. This is awesome. Like, seldomly do you get a near virgin cover that's just going to be priced at cover price on the stand that looks this gorgeous and that isn't just snapped up right away. And sure enough, I posted this on my Instagram. people went nuts. They're like, how did I miss this comic book? Bueller, thank you, brother. I actually was able to find this because of you. So what do you think? What do you think about this cover, Ryan?
I feel bad because I've never consumed any Batman Beyond of,
Have you
any,
seen
of
the,
any kind.
Have you watched the movie?
The movie?
The animated movie? It's like The Return of Joker.
Nope. Didn't see that
Ooh,
either.
we're gonna have to, dude.
Movie night.
We're gonna have to watch that together, my friend. We're gonna have to watch that together.
Indeed.
Okay, so we're moving on. We are about 44 minutes in. We did have a little bit of a late start. Thank you, everyone who's joined us on the chat.
Yeah,
we do appreciate that. Oh my goodness, we have can you read that?
There's a lot going on in here. Fogarty?
Oh, Fogarty.
Yeah, Fogarty.
69. You and Bueller are my favorite. Ooh, I love seeing like
favorite.
this is it's like one of my favorite parts of whenever we do live stuff is when we have individuals who are in the comment section giving shout outs to other individuals in our comment section because they also make content for the comic book community.
Bueller's a good dude too. He gave you a shout out. You see that?
Yeah, yeah,
most recent
one of
video
his like favorite YouTube channels.
Yep, that was awesome.
What are we drinking right now, Ryan? I'm pounding a full throt right now.
I'm not pounding it hard enough.
Oh, geez. Oh, Ryan. All right. So who said I look like Dexter because of this? Courtney.
It's a very Dexter shirt.
It is. I'm like really loving this shirt. I just got it yesterday. It was my birthday.
Yep.
I got new sweatpants. I got new shirts. I got workout clothes. I'm super stoked. I got new running shoes because I'm doing that now because I'm 28 and I want to have good
it's important
heart rhythms, right?
Exercise,
you know. So as I'm drinking my energy drink with like 100 grams of sugar.
It's all right.
That's how we roll.
Sugar's good for you.
Sugar's good for
Eat
you.
lots of sugar.
Oh my goodness, Christopher Donaldson. That's a $20 super chat right there, Christopher.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That is very kind of you.
It is.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's crazy. It's one thing to get stuff like this set up. It's a whole other thing to like have the support from the audience. This kind of stuff is like allowing us to keep things going. Ryan, thanks for coming today, man. I know you just woke up.
Yeah.
You went to bed at what time?
I got off work at 7 in the morning.
This guy
got
off of work at 7 in the morning after working all night at the hotel to go home to script a podcast so that we can get it edited, to then wake up to get ready to come here to do this live stream. Give it up to Ryan. Because like, dude, I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
You and Slav, man. Don't let me hanging.
Oh, that's
Boom.
what's happening.
That's what's happening. Boom. I appreciate you, man. And it's just really cool to see your dedication, Slav's dedication for the comic fam. We do appreciate everybody here. Fire guy Ryan. All right, so let's see here. Let's keep it rolling. Oh, and then we got all right. If anyone, let's see what we got here. We got another super chat here. Robus9 says, comics have saved my life. 1 year of sobriety on October 11th. Tom, you have had a huge positive impact on my life. Love you, bro.
Sobriety.
All right. To sobriety.
Not this one.
No, not that one. We're doing this one here. Energy drinks.
Full throttle.
Heck yeah. To our homie, Rob is 9, to sobriety, to life, to being healthy. You know what, man? Like comic books have gotten me through some of the hardest parts of my life.
Amen. Agreed.
For real, man. There were like severe like depression days working in some of the positions that I've had in my life. And man, I would take some of the longest bathroom breaks to read comic books.
The bank?
Yeah. Do you remember that?
I did that too.
I'm like, all right, I have to go to the bathroom. And
urgent business. I'll be back.
I'll be back. I got like Saga in my coat pocket.
Like you're smuggling contraband.
Yeah,
you're the manager. You're the boss. Who cares what you do? You can read Saga on the toilet if you want. Like
I know, but then all the employees would be like, "Oh, what's Tom doing in the bathroom?" And I'm like, "I gotta read my comic books. Get to work."
That would be like,
get to work.
Yeah, you work. I'll do the important stuff in the bathroom.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? We do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. And congratulations. Yeah, comic books are awesome. It goes without saying. We're very biased, but the community, we can definitely attest to the community because it's the best community in the world. Very welcoming.
I have to say that too. Yeah, I've only been here for since we started this podcast, and already I have felt love. I felt the love.
Okay, so we're going to do something for the first time on this feed. And first off, we gotta say thank you to Kyle.
I've never been able to pronounce your last
Kyle,
name, so I'll just say Kyle.
Kyle Schonenrock.
S.
Kyle S. We say Kyle S. We've definitely given him a shout out before, and I'm like, Kyle S. If you hear that on the mic when we just abbreviate the initial, the letter, then we do that. But that's how we roll. Kyle, thank you so much for the donation. Super stoked about that. Oh, and we have Jason Anderson coming in. Who wins in the death match? Hunter Rose Grendel or Peter Porker Spider Ham?
I don't know who the first one is.
Oh, Grendel, man. Grendel's like freaking assassin, dude. You don't want to mess with Grendel.
I know Grendel from like Beowulf, but that's because I'm a nerd.
You're a very big nerd. I'm gonna go with Peter Porker.
I would say that too.
Because Peter Porker's just freaking awesome.
So
I want to see Peter Porker on screen.
Isn't he in the movie? Isn't he going to be in Spider-Verse?
I'm hearing that he's going to be in Spider-Verse in the animated film. Yes, no, he is. Okay, he is. They're already showing him off, and it's kind of like starting that. I'm gonna go with Peter Porker. That's gonna be my bet here. That's a really good question. And Grendel, I am so behind on Grendel. My dad's been telling me, he's like, dude, Matt Wagner, you got to read Grendel. Come on. And I just haven't, because I mean, honestly, I don't want to read new things. Not yet, because we're making videos on them.
Yeah, it's hard to balance between the comics we read for breakdowns.
Do you know how many times we had to read this comic book? I read this comic book 5 or 6 times.
I was about to say 4, 5, 6 times. Yeah.
All right. And we're going through every issue of the Infinity Gauntlet. If you guys didn't know, we're literally covering every comic book, every crossover, everything. Yep. We are doing it. And
we haven't even hit Infinity Gauntlet 2 yet.
We haven't even gotten to issue number 2, and we're like 30 videos in or something, 28 videos in. I don't know, 20 something. But anyways, I haven't picked up new stuff yet because I want to save it for the mic. Because if I'm going to read it 5 times to analyze the hell out of it and to like dive into the panels and just like really,
I've got way too many comics up in the air right now. It's a struggle trying to balance the podcast and the comics you read for fun, but it's all comics and it's all fun, so it's not that big of a deal.
But you know what? When we get super chats from our homies like Jason Anderson, who's asking these great questions, we are able to put that money into the production so that we can make more content, and then we can read more comics to make more videos for the comic book community. So thank you so much, Jason.
Keeps everything moving.
Keeps it all going. Kyle, Jason, holy smokes, thank you so much. And we have DJ Roninja.
That is my brother.
Nice shirt, fire guy. Where can I get one?
Where can he get one?
You can get one at geekstreet101.com. We have a merch tab. We have one shirt with 2 colors available right now, but we do have more shirts in the works.
He's my brother. He can also buy
Are they in the works? They really are in the works.
We have been tossing that idea around.
We have been. I have a few ideas for shirts. You guys are going to freak out because, I'm a collector. You know what? You guys know that we are diehard comic fans, and we're not about to put out shirts that are just like basic. We want to impress you guys. We want you guys to go, this isn't basic. That's dope. Let's go. This is our first shirt that we ever had. We had to get something out because we had so many people who wanted to rep the merch and wanted to help support.
Anyway, you guys can't read it.
You can't even read it, but
it says, "Here's about Kig." Hashtag.
You can hit the merch tab. You can get a shirt. We have a couple orders that are being shipped out on Monday. If you're waiting for your Geek Responsibly shirt, we're getting them made. We have a buddy who makes shirts, and like all this is a very small business that you're supporting. If you get a shirt, you're not just supporting us, you're supporting a small business guy who does a lot of shirts for us as well. We plug them out regularly on Instagram.
That's good to know. But they can read it. It's not backwards for them.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
That's good. Okay, good to know. Thank you guys. We have Stay Puff 1983. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the donation. And we also have Closet Geek also coming in with the donation. Thank you so much, guys. And he put 10 there. I'm assuming he means top 10. He appreciates the top 10 videos.
Good assumption.
Good assumption, right? We do appreciate you guys, and we also appreciate CBSI. We want to make sure to always be plugging them because, man, they hooked it up.
They really did.
They really did. They changed everything for the podcast. And like that's an understatement, right? Like them teaming up with us, seeing potential in our podcast really took things to the next level for us, and we do appreciate them. Comicbookinvest.com, shout out. We have some other things lined up. We have some announcements to make this week, but I'm saving it for New York City Comic Con. But it has to do with our first sponsor. Oh, what? Your boys are getting sponsored? Yes, and you know what? And we're not selling out either because we are. I'll say this because we're not going to announce anything yet because I want to do it in New York because this is a big deal for us. This is going to be a big deal because we're going to be the number one priority for our content from the beginning is that we are able to provide value to our audience. Okay, you remember having those conversations, right?
Many of them.
Right?
Oh yes. The
Some-
early start of this year.
What was some of the things that we chatted about when we first started planning out the podcast and videos that we're going to make?
We both have had experience with certain nameless YouTube people
Sure.
who didn't exactly keep our attention the whole duration of their videos. So we took some notes. What we didn't want to do, which I always like to think about more so than what we should do, what we don't want to do also.
Right.
That's a big part of it.
And what we don't want to do is waste people's time.
Yeah.
And we have so far been hit up by, and I didn't even share some of this stuff with you. This is going to be news to you for some of these, but I've been hit up by 2 different art institute type of businesses for us to sponsor the channel so that we can try to get people to go and like sign up for art classes and stuff. And that's cool. It's kind of in the realm of what we do.
Yeah.
But to me, in like our comic book community, it just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
That's not, I would rather not have a sponsor, not direct our audience to do anything besides what they want to do for consuming comic book content. All right, it's water.
Good.
I would rather not have anything than have something to plug that I personally wouldn't like enroll or use.
I'm not an artist.
And honestly, like comic book collecting doesn't mean we have a bunch of artists following us. So I felt like it doesn't fit well. So I've been saying no. I say no to that. I say no to the next one. We've had some cool sponsors like hit us up. Hey, test out this microphone and tell your audience about how great this mic. And you know what? It kind of fits. Like we could go on the mic and tell you about this Yeti, but I don't think you would care because I wouldn't care. I want to, if you guys are spending your time watching us, we're going to be talking to you about comics. We're going to be talking about the stuff that we care about, not a review of a microphone. Go buy an $80 microphone.
But that
it doesn't do anything. Like, and then not even this one. Like we were hit up by businesses who want us just to review their product.
Oh.
And that's not what this channel is going to be about.
No, not really at all.
So just wait, because when I do tell you what's coming, you're gonna be really happy about it because it's gonna definitely provide you value because my expectations and my here we go. Let's see here. My expectations are we have to do this in order here.
That went way quicker.
My expectations and my standards for what we're going to be allowing a sponsorship to grace our page. It's up there. If we're gonna plug a company like CBSI, it's because we're a member of them.
Right.
We consume their content. We respect them as business people and as people themselves. They're amazing people over there. Very kind and good people that I'm actually I call friends now. Like that's the kind of relationships that we're gonna have. That's what this community needs, is like that type of camaraderie.
I like it.
So that's where we're headed. I'm excited to make some big announcements this week. I'm going to save it for New York. I want to do this in person with who I'm going to be seeing.
Ooh,
I know. It's exciting. So I'm going to leave it there, but just know that intentions are always going to be with the community in mind first. Whatever brings value to our viewers and our community, that's where my focus is going to be long term. Let's move over. Word. Julia Alvarado, thank you for making amazing content. I always look forward to watching y'all's videos. Oh my gosh, Julia, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Julia has been following us for a minute now as well. I recognize your name. You leave comments on our videos regularly, especially our top 10 videos. Thank you so much for following us, supporting us, and for your donation. Oh my goodness.
That's so crazy. This still hasn't really hit me yet.
This is new for us, guys. This is brand new. I've put off doing live streams for good reason, because I wanted to be able to come at it with a plan so that we can do something consistent that brings you guys value.
True.
And I think we are officially now in a position where we can make that happen. And Julia, you're helping making that possible. So thank you so much. All right. Oh my gosh, Closet Geek. Oops. This will work better. Sorry, first time using Super Chat. Closet Geek.
Okay.
Oh,
Our
thank you
first
so
time
much.
too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. He meant to do 10. He donated $1 and then he donated 10.
Gotcha.
So he wasn't saying he liked the 10 videos.
He
He
probably,
meant to do
he
10.
probably does anyway.
Yeah, he probably does like our
They're
top 10.
likable videos.
Thank you, friend. Thank you. Man, that's so kind of you guys. Thank you so much. Randy Ransnick. Hey, Randy Rasnick. Great
Randy
work,
R.
guys. Randy, I know Randy's name. He must.
Mhm.
We featured him in a video.
I recognize too.
Awesome growing channel to live show. Heck yeah. You know what? I'm excited. Look out for this live show. The plan right now is to do a live show every Sunday. Whether Ryan's here or not, I'm not sure. We're gonna try
I'll
to
try.
make it. Ryan, I want
I'm
you
more
here,
awake
brother.
than I thought I would be.
We got to get you here, man. I need you here, my homie.
Ask me later at work tonight, but yeah, I'm awake now.
Right. So we're going to be doing live streams every Sunday. I want to keep it consistent. I want to do them at 5:00 Pacific Standard Time, 8:00 Eastern Time. And yeah, thank you so much, Randy, for the kind words. Thank you so much for the super chat, helping make all this possible. And we're going to be, this right here, this is kind of a rough take, in my opinion. I feel like it's going pretty well, but we're going to be going into this a little bit more prepared next time.
It's part of the process. You start, and remember our first Silver Surfer video was a little different.
Something I tell everybody when we had a couple new guests come on the podcast, and we have new team members, and it's exciting. But something that you and I have said to everybody who gets involved with the podcast is that the first two podcasts we typically throw out. How many podcasts have we thrown out? Double digits.
Yeah,
at least double digits.
Too many to think about right now.
It is hours and hours and hours of content, just because we want to be right on the mic. We want to go and hit it the best we can, because if we don't, the video goes long. It rambles. It's not good. People don't watch it.
Yeah, some of our earliest videos, we're pushing it.
I think we need to do a. It'd be kind of fun.
What's that?
So, like, my thought is we get a vertical screen here. You come over, we get a vertical screen next to you. See that space next to you? You come over here at the corner. We got a vertical screen right here.
Right there.
And we can do things like reacting to our old videos. We can do maybe best of, maybe do some bloopers.
Dude, I like that.
Right? You like that idea?
I think that'd be fun.
We've been saving some very cringeworthy clips.
Yes.
Yo, Slav, get over here. Say hi to you. We're gonna do a Slav section here in a sec.
Hi.
Can you grab the do you want to come in the video real quick?
There's a spot for you right here in the middle.
Yeah, dude. You can come on in. No worries if you want to say hi. The peeps are doing donations for you. So I would Slav's behind the camera drinking a beer. All right. Let's go on over to Dave. If you want to come up, pop a squat next to us, man. I want to talk about you for a little bit. We've had some people donate specifically for your work. So I want to give you some love. David Urbina says, thanks, Tom and friend, for all your love with the super chat. Thank you so much, friend. We do appreciate that. We got Slav in the house now. All right. I think we caught up on the super chats. We're going to move on to the Slav section. The Slav section.
Slavic.
What is the 50? Hold on. He said 50. He didn't do 50, did he? He did 199. Okay. Yeah. He didn't do 50. Okay. What is it?
That's apparently been happening, though. Apparently it's difficult with super chat. You say one thing and then like a different amount. Like,
all right, David Urbina, we appreciate your $1.99 thing. I'm not sure why you put 50 there. We do appreciate you, whatever you donate. And thank you so much. Thank you. And Slav, you feeling the love?
Feeling the love.
First time we're all together.
Ooh, and we have another one. Isaac for 5 saying this community is tighter than
I see your Always Sunny reference, Isaac.
Hey, heck
I wish
yeah.
I could pay you money for that.
There you go. Okay, so we are now going to talk with Slav, and I appreciate you guys sticking with us now because we're an hour in. We're going to end this with a giveaway. Surprise! We're doing a giveaway at the end of this. This comic that's been sitting here the whole time. Not going to tell you what it is just yet, but it's some really good goodness that made the top 10 list this week. Don't show it yet. Don't show it.
Just want to see. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Right. I figured that'd be good. That's good. So we're gonna be doing a giveaway here pretty soon. The way that you're gonna be able to do the giveaway is I'm gonna have you guys go and comment on the picture that I'm gonna take on Instagram, because this live feed is live. I don't want to have everyone wait for the live feed to go up to comment again. And I'm not going to be able to go on the comment feed and track all the comments done to do a giveaway. So the giveaway is going to be on Instagram. So you need to be following me at Comic Tom 101. And I'm going to make the post during this live feed. So all of you who are watching can go and comment and enter for the giveaway of this book. But before we get to that, I want to talk about this guy, because you know what? This guy has made so much of this possible. He doesn't come on the mic. He's not in the in front of the camera very often because, I mean, really, he's the camera.
I lurk in the shadows.
He lurks you like lurking in the shadows, right?
You're very tall. Cameras don't really work around that.
Slav, you moved up to the States when?
I returned back to the States in Thanksgiving, like 2016. So I came right in for that turkey.
He came for the turkey. He came for the turkey in 2016. 2007. So you were up here living from Moscow. You were living in Moscow for how long?
I lived in Moscow for 17 years since the end of '99. Since the beginning of November. So I left the States in November in the beginning.
Okay.
And I came back to the States in November, but at the end.
Okay.
But there's like a 17-year difference in there.
Okay. So 17 years you were in Moscow. 17 years where you learned how to edit videos. Like that's where you got all your training. You
Dude, everything. I grew up there.
Yeah.
It's like, well, everything happened there.
So you're in Moscow. You're hustling in Moscow, and you came over here in 2016 in November. You went through the winter, and then February rolls around 2017. No.
Dude, we met in January.
It's about when things started to coalesce. Was
like-
February. That's when I came on board.
Wait a minute.
It
We're in
happened-
2018. This all happened in 2018.
Yeah, this all happened this year.
2018. So
Only
you were
better.
here for about a year
Before you guys met.
before we met.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Little
you were
less.
here. So you were here for about a year, getting situated, moving from Moscow, and then in February 2018, we decided, Ryan and I hit you up on the phone.
You asked me to edit a Hellboy script. That you were making a podcast for a Hellboy script, and you asked me to look over the text, the script you were going to read. It's like, okay, yeah,
I had you.
I can do that.
You didn't, and then I gave you the Mark Jewelers one as well.
Yep.
So those were like number
Vintage.
2 and 3 videos. That was just me on the mic. I had asked you to script them, and we had chatted years before,
Oh, yeah.
back when we worked together. That I had an idea for a podcast. I had an idea to build a community to provide a lot of value to like the comic book collectors market. And around that time, you got it involved, and I started editing videos on a program that was free on a laptop that had 8 gigs of RAM that would in no way be able to edit any of the videos that we produced
that was bad.
ever. It was bad. So what ended up happening is I needed help. I had a vision for this podcast. And I did not know how to make it happen. I had my dad on the phone who did a little bit of editing. He was circling. He couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. We were spending hours behind the mic recording, not knowing what we were doing, then taking that footage to the edit and then not knowing how to do that either. So then my dad's
What have I created?
it's like, what do we do? What do we do?
Exactly.
And then I think it was actually Aaron who said it. Aaron's like, you should just post on Craigslist. Post on Craigslist.
Why not?
Say that you need help. You need someone to show you how to use Adobe.
Right?
So I didn't want to do that yet. So what I did is I reached out to a couple of YouTubers. I went out to I'm just it's freaking crazy, guys. I can't even handle this right now. We reached out to a couple of YouTubers, got some feedback from people who basically said the same thing. None of us know how to do this. We all had to learn the hard way. There's no class. There's no YouTube. You don't know how to do this one little thing. You're going to be online for an hour to figure it out, and you may not figure it out, and you may waste an hour to just say you got to figure it out later. So I'm like, screw it. I'm going to Craigslist. I posted. What did the ad say? Do you even remember, Slav?
I don't even know how I found that ad. It was like I was also in that moment. Like I got into like a car accident like in November. So like after I recovered, I was like, okay, I need to find some kind of job.
You were delivering stuff, weren't you?
Yeah.
You needed a car, right?
Before that, I was like a town car driver. So
Okay.
and then I got into the accident, and then like after like 3 months, it was January, and I was like, okay, let me look up like what this Craigslist can offer me. You know, I'm just like searching. I'm like, let me search for like video edit, you know, those kind of jobs like for video editing. And then I just see something like a post that has to do something like I need help making content for a YouTube channel about comic books. And I'm like,
Okay.
it's like, okay, this guy's name is Tom. I gave him a call. You know, we kind of talked for, I don't know, maybe like 10, 15 minutes. I thought Tom was like some dude like in his like 40s or something. It's like I was like, this dude needs help making comic book content. I was like, whatever, I'm gonna do it, you know.
Yeah. So
because I'm very curious, guys. Be very curious, you know, like do interesting stuff that you know that's weird, you know. Just do it.
Put yourself out there.
It can lead you to very interesting situations and places and meet wonderful people.
It's very true.
So I put that out into the universe. I needed help, and you're one of two people that hit me up. But you were the one that actually talked to on the phone longer than like a couple minutes. Cause I'm like, oh, this guy sounds like he knows what I need to learn. And if I give him $100 or something, he'll sit down and help me get through this edit. So I remember I streamed it a little bit on Snapchat, but I'm just like, do you want to come up to my house? Do you want to come over and just let's go through this? And I remember telling you, Ryan, I'm like, I got this guy from Craigslist on my way.
Like,
He
good
sounds Russian as fuck, and I don't know. I'm not really sure what to expect, but we need help.
He's
And
probably gonna come over and kill us.
I know he's just like Russian. He's like something.
Same thing. I was like, same thing. I thought I'm gonna kind of go there.
Soviet
Look,
Union.
Union.
So yeah, this guy shows up, and legit, like, now he's one of our best friends. Fast forward from February to now, we have a portfolio of over 120 videos on YouTube. I am fully trained in Adobe to the extent of if I'm stuck, he knows how to explain it, and I can figure it out with his direction. But I would say I'm getting pretty decent at Adobe.
Dude,
yeah,
you've learned a lot for this year. I'm proud of you, man. It was your birthday yesterday, and like I congratulated him with his birthday, and I told you like a huge ass toast, you know. And I just want to say I'm very proud of Tom and Ryan of how they've been learning. You know, like always learn. You know, guys, like you have to learn. Like that's what life is all about. You know, learning. You know, and progressing. So I'm really proud of you guys.
I appreciate that, man.
You know that.
Well, I do appreciate that because it's true. Like I was in the early stages, I had this vision, and I think I was a little naive. Like, oh, we should be able to just use multiple cameras, and we just edit this, and we put this on the screen, and it makes this noise. We'll put a green screen up there. We'll make a bigger green screen.
You guys,
we'll do this. We'll do
the guys who saw the channel earlier, right? Remember the green screen? I was like, right over here.
Yeah, for those of OG viewers, there used to be a huge green screen right there that we used for a little bit,
like 3 videos,
and yeah, 3 or 4, even more. But like, we went through all of these learning curves, and you were there all on the way helping us troubleshoot it. You immediately became a member of the team, and you saw the opportunity in what we were trying to do, and you stuck with us. And guys, he's editing the bulk of the videos now. Like between him and I, we do all right now. This right here is a 7 video. This is our 7th video this week.
Mm-hmm.
So like as a team, we've pumped out content every day, and we couldn't do it. Like the team couldn't do it without everybody's involvement, especially you, Slav. So like kudos to Slav. And I throw this out there because there was one thing that brought us together, and that's comic books.
and cheeseburgers.
Oh my God, we're not gonna live this down. The audience is gonna know what's going on with that freaking cheeseburger jokes.
They'll never know.
But no, it is comic books. When you came over and I went over the script for this freaking video idea to talk about an Action Comics #1 that some kid found in a wall, and to tell. And
I actually really like that story. That was like a really good story.
It wasn't bad when that was the first video I did. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna script out a video and tell a story, and it turned out decent. You know, this is the mic we used, and from then on, like with your help, we were able to do what we're doing right now. So I wanted to thank you on camera. I want to have the audience be like introduced to you because they see you sometimes, but this guy right here helps make so much of this work. We work together. We're on the phone every day. We're collaborating. Last night we were up at midnight getting the video up for you guys. So thank you again, Slav. You're the man. Glad to have you a part of the team.
Ryan, fire guy.
Thank you.
That's right, the fire guy. And holy smokes, Joshua Sanders, my brother, coming in with the $5 super chat.
Twice in one video.
Twice in one video. Josh is OG as well.
I love Josh.
You know, like it's crazy. Like I remember so many of our supporters because they support so much. Like they're hitting us up in the videos.
Comments
I'm getting
all the time.
comments, DMs, and you know, these are our friends, man. Like these are our homies. Yeah, Airborne Sapper comic fan. Holy smokes, that's a $40 super chat. That's insane. Thank you so
Wow.
much. Thanks, guys, for not selling out. Really enjoy the content that you bring out to the community. Thank you so much, Airborne,
Thank you,
and
man.
what a generous super chat.
And we will continue to progress and make this content super and entertaining as we can, guys.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff planned. And you know what? We're doing it for you guys. You guys make it possible for us to do this, and we're humbled and we're super stoked. And Ethan Vass says, from Russia with love. Do you guys know where that's from? Shout out if
James Bond.
no. Shout out to Christian. Wait, no. Who said that? That was Ethan Vass. Shout out to Ethan Vass from Russia with Love. Tetris is a game that was created in Russia, and on the cartridge it says "From Russia with Fun."
Did that game come out before the 1960s?
Tetris?
Yeah.
Tetris
No.
came out like in
Yeah, that's
early
super
like
80s.
early
That's a
80s,
James
super,
Bond
like early
reference
80s.
because the second James Bond film is called From Russia with Love.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And when did
Sean
James Bond come
Connery.
out?
And that one was it had to be like 1960s.
77.
The
That's
late
older.
60s.
That's older.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know it as Tetris.
Well, Tetris is the best thing ever.
It's the best thing
So,
ever.
yeah.
So that's how it
The
goes.
funny thing is that the creator, that first he tried to do it like in Russia, and then like the government just suppressed him. He was like, "Oh no, your game is not going anywhere." Then he just moved to the States, and that's it. He made it big.
There's a lesson somewhere in there.
there is a lesson in there.
So if your idea doesn't work somewhere, you could take that idea and take it to another place, and it might really boom there. So guys,
There you
you
go.
know, think wider. You know?
Think wider. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
Yeah, I
Stay
would never have
humble.
done this. I didn't see myself on the mic like a year ago. This
with
is a whole new
with
thing for
200
me.
peeps
Yeah.
strong on the mic. Shout out to all the peeps geeking responsibly, joining us on this wonderful Sunday afternoon, evening now at 6:19 in the Pacific Northwest.
That's right.
We got David Urbina donating $50 for the super chat. Thank you, David. How kind of you.
Guys, you guys are
You guys are
so
so
amazing.
generous. So generous. Thank you so much. We're going to be going to New York
insane.
Comic Con this week, and this stuff is going to help make this trip happen. I'm excited that next year we're getting stuff lined up for San Diego.
San Diego. It's going to be 50-year anniversary.
We have to be there.
Dude,
We
50
all need to
years.
be there. 50 years.
I've
San
never
Diego
gone.
Comic Con.
Yeah.
So like this is we're going to be working hard for you guys because we want to be able to bring this content across the country. We want to be able to film, record, capture
I wanna meet you people.
awesome and meet you in person. And anyone who's going to be in New York, please. I'm going to be at a booth a lot of the time. I'm going to be looking for my homies. And yeah, anyone who wants to meet up, wants to hunt a little bit, say hi, hunt me down. Look for me. Don't hunt me Craven style, but hunt me down.
Hunt him peacefully.
peacefully. All right, let's get rolling. We have a giveaway to do. So Friday's Hot
Few
10
days ago.
video. We have a giveaway. We've been doing more and more giveaways. Okay.
Right.
Or I feel like we're going to get to the point where we're able to do a giveaway almost every video. That would be kind of cool.
Why not?
Why not? We are going to be doing a giveaway every Friday for our top 10 list video with Russ. Okay. And whoever else joins us in that, because we may have other guests do that eventually. That the most recent giveaway is for a Spectacular Spider-Man number 90. So if anyone's watching this who hasn't entered the giveaway, I want to make sure that our peeps who are joining me on the live feed all enter. All you have to do is be a follower. You need to be subscribed to the channel and like our most recent top 10 video and comment. All you have to do is comment. It doesn't matter what you say. If you say, Tom, your hair is whack, cut it all off, it's going to count as an entry. And if
Shouldn't count.
It shouldn't.
Yeah, we should disqualify those people.
No, well, it does. And you know what? It does because I use a random comment picker that screens through any duplicates. It picks only one comment done.
That is cool.
So you can't
um,
control paste. Nope.
Nope, you're gonna be entered one time. So you go to the last Friday video, enter that giveaway by commenting, liking, and being a subscriber. I want to make sure everyone has an opportunity to get something there. We had 2 copies of Batman Damned go out last week. I still have to mail them. I'm gonna get we're
They
our
have been
giveaways.
won.
They have been won. I still have to go through.
They've not
We
been
have
mailed.
we have like 400 mail calls we need to prep. I mean, we're
Yeah.
gonna make sure that we're gonna get these out there. We're gonna get you your comments you win, but we have a lot
Guys,
of
it's like
comments. to
literally, we just like opened that doorway over there, and those comics are just with those boxes are just like tumbling on us,
do.
guys.
It's just like
And it's all because of you guys.
It's all because
Thank
of you
you.
guys. Grazie. So, This week we have the Spectacular Spider-Man 90. You have until Thursday.
That's
You have
the Black
all the way
Cat
till
one?
Thursday. Yeah, Black Cat, Black Cat cover, ties with first black suit in canon with 252 and 141 / Secret Wars 8. Oh my gosh.
What a mess.
It's a mess. It's a mess. What a mess. But
What a mess.
there was another book that made our top 10 list. And for today's giveaway, all you have to do is comment on Instagram. Okay, I'm going to take a picture of this book right now. Go on to Instagram and just let me know that you were watching the live feed. That's all I want. If you just comment saying anything, it's going to tell me that you were on the live feed, and we're going to put you in for a giveaway. And next Sunday, when we come back on the mic after I get back from New York Comic Con, we're going to announce the winner live. So what's the book? Ooh, that's right. Giant Size Miss Marvel #1, the one shot. This book right here going for in VF to near mint is going for right around that 40 to 50 bucks because of the Miss Marvel poster. The cat, Chewie. That's right. This is the first appearance of Chewie the cat. And because Miss Marvel's most recent poster featured a gato in the bottom left corner, I said right corner because I was thinking of the perspective of Miss Marvel in the video when we made it, but it's in the bottom left corner if you're looking at the poster.
Very hard to see.
Very hard to see. There's a cat butt in the corner. So this once $10 comic is going for 40 and rising. I think Miss Marvel is a safe bet for collectors. We have been seeing Miss Marvel make the list almost every week.
Yep.
So all you have to do, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it right now.
Do it.
I'm going to take a picture right now.
Do it.
I'm posting this on Instagram. All right, this is what we're going to do. I need you guys to say hi in the thing. Wave at the
Hi.
camera. All right. Boom. That's what it looks like. Okay. Can't really see it.
No.
Boom. That's what it looks
Kind
like.
of.
You gotta see it. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna go live players,
Yes.
live players, and I'm gonna do a
That'll be
little
the name of this
emoji.
show.
Live players, and I'm gonna tag Sir Fire Guy, and I'm also gonna tag Giant from Earth because both of everybody who's on this feed should be following all of us on Instagram. We love
Yes.
hearing from you. I want to see any of our fans. We got people in Russia following us.
Do we?
I get messages from Moscow. Hit Slav up. I'm sure Slav would like to
Get some
find out
Russian
who's
comics.
watching from Russia.
Get some Russian comics up in here, right?
That's what I'm saying. All right, it's live right now. Go on to Instagram, Comic Tom 101. I just posted this picture. I'm not even going to put hashtags on it. I don't want this to get out into the ether. All I want, this is for the live feed. It's up right now. Go comment on this picture before we go on the mic next Sunday. And we're going to pick this person potentially live on the mic who's going to go in for the raffle for this Giant Size Miss Marvel. This right here is first appearance of Chewie, a sleeper key. Super excited to send this out to somebody in the community. I'm going to be on Instagram right now. I want to see if who's on there right now. You guys got your cell phones. Let's see it.
Darwin.
Boom. We have,
Hold up.
holy smokes. We have 25
Wow.
comments in 38 seconds.
Did you see Darwin's comment says watch the chat go down for like 10 seconds as we all hit up Instagram, and it has been dropping. I kept an eye on
Yes, it's okay. It's okay if we lose a little bit. We have everybody who is holy smokes, guys. I just posted that. That's crazy. We got
that. What an impact you have.
54 comments so far
And
in
like-
38 seconds. So we do appreciate you guys going in. Shout out to Pad Jamatic. Page?
Like Madge?
Madge?
Pudge?
Mad Pudge? Hey, there it is,
There we
Pudge.
go.
Game
Yeah,
out.
the office.
We turned it into an Office reference. It probably
Yeah.
isn't, but
Hell
you know,
yeah,
it
hell
is
yeah.
now.
All right, guys, we do appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, so that's how it's going to go. Ideally, we're going to do more stuff like this every week on Sunday. Ideally, we're going to be bringing in more giveaways to be done every Sunday so you can win more comics. Shout out to all of the supporters, all of our new followers. This is going on for just over an hour if we were to cut out all of the troubleshooting.
Yeah.
Looking forward to being able to do this again with a little bit cleaner of a start next time. But thank you. We are. Let's just say what the numbers are right now. I'm proud of it. I think we need to.
In Russian in the chat.
Ooh.
Where was it after the Renaissance way? Oh,
Can you highlight it, Tom?
yeah, no gold effects.
No gold effects, yeah?
Приветствую. No gold effects.
All
I don't know
right.
what that means.
Just as high.
Oh, it says hi.
Love it.
But
I
you
love
could
it.
just say hi, and that's good.
That works. It's universal.
All All right. So we got right now, I'm pulling up our most recent video. Let's see what we got. We have just broken 5,280 subscribers on YouTube.
Dude, that was like
We hit 5,000 3 days ago.
It's almost hard to even keep counting. Like,
So thank you so
insane.
much, everybody. That's it. We're growing because of you guys. We really do appreciate you. We appreciate every single one of you.
we're being watered with your love, and we are growing like plants.
exactly.
That's right. We're growing.
Rain down on us with your love.
Make it rain.
Make it rain. Make it rain, guys. Any last words before we jump off?
Any last words? Well, the obvious last words. But those are the last words.
What are the last words? Let's
No,
go
they
through
can't
them.
be your last words.
All right, it's not gonna be. I
That's
want to
not
go
right.
through.
That doesn't
We gotta-
sound right.
I
man.
want to go through
Yeah, last
real
words.
quick and say hi to some peeps who are in the chat that haven't done super chat. I want to make sure to give some love to all the peeps who have commented and gone out of the way to watch us and to chill with us on the mic. Thank you so much. Let's see here. If you guys see any comments on here you want to shout out, please just like let me know. I'm going to keep scrolling. Comic Book NYC ever thought about starting a Patreon? People would sign up for exclusives. You know what? I like that idea.
Talked about it.
We have talked about it, but you know what? Once we hit 50,000, which I know it's going to be a little bit, but once we hit 50,000, we'll be able to offer a membership via YouTube.
Mhm.
I'd prefer to just shoot for that number.
Yeah.
If you guys want to support us directly by doing some type of membership, no better way to do it than via just YouTube, where we
Right.
are pumping all the content. I don't want to do exclusive content.
Like a separate channel for.
I mean, heck, I could, I realistically could be like, all right, you guys want to know how to press comic books? I'm going to go exclusive. You have to pay us so much money to
Yeah.
press comics. And now you have to pay money to watch us press comics. And I have to make all these videos and stuff with Slav on the side.
Doesn't feel right.
Or we just make videos and,
I think
and-
we're
and
already
give it to
making.
you.
I think we're already making unique stuff over
Yeah.
here. Without
Yeah.
going that far into Patreon.
We don't need
Agreed.
to. I'd rather just make the videos for the community. I don't want to have to make exclusive anything.
Yeah.
I don't want any of our content to be exclusive. We do this for them. The only reason why we have the ability to do this is because they're here and they want to see this content. So my thought is we keep it going and we just release content. And over
If you-
time, as we grow, there will be ways you can help support.
There already are.
Yeah. Geekstreet101.com to get the merch.
Mail call.
Mail call. If you want the best deal you can get on comic books from us, the mystery mail call is the way to go. We have a subscription service, a growing community approaching 400 quickly and growing. It's crazy. We have a new Mutants 98 going out this month. How many times did I get you guys to go through the Adam Hughes and Mignola line?
3 times each.
It's like,
I'm
oh,
scared they were
it's
gonna
like,
stop
Mr.
us.
It's like Mr. Mignola.
Fancy
How you
seeing
doing?
you here.
Like,
Here's a-
oh,
here's
for
a
the-
giant
for
pile
the-
of comic
for the
books.
fifth time
This is
again.
for the comic book community. We want you to sign all
Exactly.
these comics. So yeah, so that there are ways to support us. But yeah, I think we're staying away from Patreon for that reason. We want to just offer something free for everybody. Has anyone checked? Let's see here. We're just gonna keep it going. Keep it going.
Randy.
Oh, we already read the.
Last name.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that's-
read all the highlighted
Yeah,
stuff.
David.
Is that what? Let's see here. Just found my Doom Patrol 26 this week. Great tip from you guys. Oh, Dan Childers, thank you so much for giving us a shout out on that for the Doom Patrol book. I'm glad you were able to pick one up. They're affordable. They're in long boxes, and no one is hunting them down.
Saga is too good to take into the restroom.
That's
It was a trade.
It
to
was
be
a,
fair.
it was like multiple printed too.
It was
It
the
was
one
like-
I gave you, I think. It had
Yeah,
been
you-
read.
you
several
let
times.
me-
Also
you
in the
let me-
bathroom. I took it to the bathroom before you ever did. So
So we're good.
blame me.
All right. Let's see here. Keep donating money and let's get Ryan to quit his job. How much do we need to raise to get Ryan to be pink slipped?
Well, I do have a very high salary. So I'm pretty. I'm pretty important.
Oh my gosh. Donated an ASM 12 and Silver Surfer 50 a while back. Randy Ransnick. Thank you. That's where it
That's
was.
why. Yep.
Yep, you
I
sure
remember that.
did. You sure did, Randy.
opened
And we
those.
sent those out. That was oh no, we haven't actually. That's a part of the giveaway that needs to be sent out for September. We sent that out August. That's August raffle. We're sending out to a homie in the community. It's in a priority mailbox right now. Gotta actually mail it.
Your memory's so much better than mine.
I have to be, man. We got all these people who are supporting us. I gotta make sure everyone's orders are in line and heck yeah. Really, this is from Ruben. He says, really great job as always. Listen to the videos, especially for being a new comic book collector. Thanks for all the advice you guys give. Hey, thank you, Ruben. We really do appreciate you. Hearing stuff like that keeps me going, for real. Have you guys visited Mile High Comics in Denver? I have not. I've never been to Denver.
Never
Denver.
have.
I've been to Denver like 18 years ago.
Been to the airport on the way somewhere else. No comic shops in the Denver airport though.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna scroll back down
The
here.
support is so
It's
freaking
just so many.
overwhelmingly
All right.
awesome.
It's like
You know what? I think we're getting towards the end here. So I want to say thank you so much to everybody who joined us today. We have a lot more stuff coming. We're going to wrap this up. I want to clear before we hit that 1 hour and 30-minute mark.
That other guy with the comic book store, forgot his name, but does he have a website to buy from him? That would be Mill Geek Comics.
Oh, heck yeah. In all of our videos, there is an email link for Mill Geek if you want to get a comic book. If you need an LCS, he will supply your monthly orders for you. And he does have an eBay store, which it's Mill Geek Comics. I'm sure we can get the link. Maybe what we should do is start plugging his eBay store too. That would probably be helpful. But yes, Mill Geek, Russ Bright, the email's there. Hit him up. He'll gladly give you a better deal off of eBay.
You guys know the Comic Tropes guy. I wish.
I
Love
don't.
that guy.
He's a really cool dude, though.
I want to reach out. Say hi.
There's a couple peeps I want to reach out to.
Yeah.
Folks, make my week, day, and weekend.
Rockshank, did I miss somebody's donation? Oh, Bobby
Missed
Bobby
that one, yeah.
Beltran. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you for coming in for. All right, so I'm assuming when they say 5, it's because they accidentally typed in
Yeah, there's
something
gotta be
else.
Some weird way.
So Bobby, he's typed in $5 as the comment, but it's a $1.99 donation, and we appreciate anything you do. But I'm assuming you're not telling us, you're not paying us $1.99 to say $5. I'm assuming. So whatever you did mean to say, we do appreciate that, and thank you so much. And then
what?
and
There
this
we
is
go.
Timothy Holly. Thank you so much. We do appreciate that super chat donation as well. Ooh, Rockshank. Definitely don't want to miss this one. $50, man. Thank you so much. That's a big donation. Yo, just got back into collecting after years today. Love the show. I love what you guys are doing. Incredibly
well-made show, and love hearing from everyone. Hashtag beer money.
Heck yeah, beer money or energy drink money.
Both.
Both.
Stay healthy, guys.
Stay healthy. Yeah, no. See, this
At the
guy's
same
keeping
time.
us. This guy's keeping us rooted here. He's like always reminding us to keep up with our health and not to intake too many poor substances, because you know what, we got to live forever, guys. We want to make comic book content forever, so we got to keep it up.
What we need to do is just like take somebody's heart and put it into our own body, so we can just keep going.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yep.
I feel like I got that
I read
idea
that somewhere.
from. Yeah, I read that from somewhere too.
I
That's a
wonder
really
where.
good idea. All right. Thank you. We are going to wrap this up. We do appreciate you guys. Look out for us in New York. We have a full list of videos coming out this week, even while I'm in New York. The top 10 list is planned to come out on time on Friday, but we're going to be doing it remotely, so bear with us. And I think that's all I have to say. So until next time, geek responsibly. Oh, I got to assume they couldn't hear that.
Geek responsibly.
Who thinks that Ryan should say geek responsibly even quieter than he says it right now?
I think we should start a hashtag Mumble Ryan.
Like,
Yeah,
Mumble Ryan?
I just need to be even
I know
quieter.
how it should be. It should be like a black and white screen, and it says it says geek responsibly.
Silent films.
Yes,
All
that's
right. I like it. All right. One more time.
Geek responsibly. You heard
All
that.
right. Enough said, guys. We do appreciate you. Oh, and Joshua Vincent coming in at the end. Congrats to Just and Natasha on engagement. Ooh, I don't know who that is.
Congrats.
But hey, congrats. Maybe someone proposed in our chat tonight, and I don't know
Did
about
we?
it. Probably not. But we do.
That would be.
But hey,
awesome.
congrats. Thank you so much, guys. You're awesome. We appreciate you. Our first live stream. This is to you. This is to you, the comic fam. I'm glad we were able to do it together as a team and somewhat successful. And we look forward to doing this many more times for you. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And we'll see you tomorrow with some new content.
Always. Peace.